Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away to start. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Florida! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. And the ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They run the reverse. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Give to the big fullback. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14, Florida State, 0.
Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Burns. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for the big play. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, no. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Going to the ground. Powers through. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Picks up 9. Second down.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the tailback. it up. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score Florida 21, Florida State 7.
The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick it away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Off he goes. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
5-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal for this offense. They move the tight end all over. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. It looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. He fires it out to the right. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? Look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the next level.
He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete on the right side. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Swanke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalties. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Might as well stick with him. Runs through the tackle. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on first and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Burns. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida 28, Florida State 14.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Looking for a man. It's Burns. He finds his man. And it's on the ground. Now the defense has got it going the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Let's go. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Handoff from the shotgun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wells. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Can't get him to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air. It's Burns. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got the back over the middle. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half.
Mark down at the 50. That's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Florida 28, Florida 17.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling them.
Open runway ahead. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got it inside the 15. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 1.
The Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35. Florida State 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Shoots it to the left. And the misconnection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Power football with the run. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Burns. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Wide receiver shows motion. Going up top on first down. Fires left. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got...
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
And the Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida State, 17.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage.
He's going to fire deep. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that 1st half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
325. Tuna. Go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run down in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 49, Florida State 17.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown Gators! And the pummeling has started. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Comes out throwing on first down. Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 4 over Appalachian State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Burns. Finds his man down the middle. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Gators will hustle to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10.
42, Spider.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The inside handoff. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown Gators! And the beatdown has ensued. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State, 17.
Fair catch, called for and made. down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. A strike downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Ready, set.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39.
Here we go.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. Because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home.
Got a lot of running room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Florida State, 17.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Quarterback will audible. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A 3rd down try for the offense.
Low. Clear.
Now the play fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to... Ball's out! And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth down. Like, fourth down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. First down, second down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Gators want to move quickly. On second down, they'll take to the air. Skips away from pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
First and goal, Florida.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for two. And he keeps it himself on the boot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
83, Florida State, 17.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Burns. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Florida. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll keep it on the naked bootleg. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State, 17.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a while.